Okay, so I think it's time to restore this rear fender here and make it look at least presentable. I just pressure washed the LTR. Look at it. It's broke. Nice. But yeah, we're gonna pressure wash this thing, soap it up, scrub it down, and then we'll go to town with a magic eraser, and it'll look good. So here are these plastics before we get them with the magic eraser. You can see they're like, they're just almost corroded. But I guess I'll just put it on a time lapse and go to work. Show you later. Alright, we got Evan here. Evan, smile.
No.
Evan, smile. Evan's getting the mufflers on, messing with those bastard clamps. We're getting the electric on. We got the voltage meter, the CEI, the coil. Yeah. It's looking great, isn't it, Evan?
Mm-hmm.
Evans basically did all the wiring. We got this new coil. We got oil in there. So we were getting really close to a first start on this thing, and we turned the carbs on, and we had fuel coming all out of the carburetors over here. And we're gonna have to get a new bowl, and the little jets in this bowl is messed up. But anyways, so we're waiting on that. But meanwhile, I'm working on these front brakes here. We're running the 1990 on brakes. These aren't the old ones. And so we had to make, oh, that's the wrong one. I've made a mount here that allows this to mount like this, and like this. That mount will connect that hole and that hole. So I'm gonna show you the process on this side of how I did it. Yeah, hopefully we can start this thing soon. Okay, so if we were to try and just mount this thing up like this, there's a huge gap in between the top of this and this. So we're gonna use washers to space it out. What we're gonna do, we want this caliper right in the middle here. And you can see it can move, but we're actually hitting right here. You can see on this other one, I've removed material from right there. Not a ton, but definitely what you have to do to make this work. I just used a grinder, but yeah, it's not gonna work without removing that material. Alright, so if you can see here, we've got our plug in, and we've removed all the rubber from this thing. So we're just gonna, right there. I wish I had my Dremel. I don't know where the little bit went, but this should work. Okay, so we've cut this. So let's just go. You can see the clearance between that caliper. Let's just slide over. So, and there's also going to be a little bit of a bolt sticking through that maybe. So, what we do now is we're going to tap. We're going to tap. Give me a fucking look. So you can see how we drilled this and tapped this. Or not, we drilled it, tapped it, and threaded an insert in there. So I made this mount, and it goes like this, and this attaches to the bottom part of that caliper. And we have to thread in this way because the head of the bolt would hit the edge of the caliper that we shaved off right here. So basically, we gotta make another one of these, drill and tap this to put an insert in it, and then we'll basically be on our way, I think, right? We'll go from there. Okay, so we're gonna drill this out. I'm gonna drill it out to 21/64. So cool. One. I'm gonna step it up. 21/64 here. Okay, so we can go ahead and tap this, or tap here, and our crescent wrench. No T-handles today. They're broke. But this is kind of hard to do with that camera in the way, but it's okay. Kind of got to put a little pressure. Should be kind of straight at least, I guess. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Sweet. So you can see our threads in here. They look great. We've got a little homemade insert here. A 1/2 inch by 13 thread is what this was. And we're gonna red Loctite this thing in here. There's no reason it should ever have to come out. If it does, you can drill it. So yeah, we don't want it moving. Let's take this bad dad right here. Actually, let's take just gotta leave that there. While that sets up, I can pull the screw out, add a little junk on the threads. Then we can mount the brakes. But yeah, this thing is coming along. So we could bleed these back brakes and get that spring, but that's sick, is it not? Got a little clearance going on right there, but I think that's fine. Still got this going on. Fix this here. Mount these plastics, yeah. And hopefully we can start this bad dad up, because look at this thing. Okay, so here's the mount, and I replicated it, but we haven't drilled this bottom hole. We're gonna get the caliper on and see where it needs to be and be on our way. So the reason that we had to mount these before we just drilled that hole down there is the caliper has to slide. If it goes too far down, it won't. It's gonna be right in that sweet spot, right there. So we'll have to take this off and get that right where it needs to be, and then drill that hole right in there, right through there. And then both our front calipers will be mounted. All right, so there it is, mounted up. You can see we've got side to side. We've got pretty good, I guess, pad for it to grab. I don't know. And I know this rotor is on backwards, or I think it is, but yeah, you can see the bolt down there. Got it ready to go. I'm gonna get all these mounted. The hoses ran, and then I'll probably get the camera back out when it's time to bleed them. Show you a little trick. Okay, so bleeding these brakes here, I'm gonna be trying a new technique. Got our reservoir full. We take the brakes off, and I'm gonna bust this bleeder loose, and just hold the thing until there's that screw on this. Okay, so I just sucked on this thing, and I got it sort of dripping now. There's fluid is through the line. And the idea is that you just rotate this thing around until this stream is solid, I guess, and that means all your air is out. But I don't know. Stream, close it off, and that should be good, but I don't. yeah, we've done some heat cycles on this thing, about 0.7 hours of them. So we did 2 heat cycles, and we got 28 to 1 in it. I'm gonna flush that out. We probably ran like a gallon of that through it. We're gonna put in some 32 to 1 because it was running really rich, and pipes are smoking differently. This one's got more, so I think the floats are different in those carburetors because of issues. But I'm gonna make them the same. Other than that, though, we're waiting on the wheels. They should be here today, tomorrow, hopefully Thursday. Got to get the nuts. I keep forgetting. Then we do that. We can get the wheels on. We can tighten all of this, all of that. No, that's tight. The rotating stuff, because it spins. But yeah, I'm loving how this thing looks. We're having an issue. We are having an issue up here. We're gonna have to do some stretching of this. I don't know. We'll figure that out. The fenders do need cleaned and shined a little bit. That's okay. The back one, you can see it's not done. It's gonna get a little more work, don't worry. But it will look awesome.